like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to come on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Larry McNamara on the line, and he's president and CEO over at Giant Recreation World. Larry, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me. I feel real special being in the group of people that I've seen that you interviewed. They're certainly big shoes to fill, and I hope we get through this fine.
Oh man, Larry, I was preparing for this, binge watching your YouTube channel last night, and I'm in. I was excited all night to get on this show with you today, so I don't want to hear it. So we got a lot to talk about. So first off, RV industry is booming. We're going to get into that and why it's booming. Also, I know you have a lot of new inventory on the lot. So as we were talking in the pre-show, all fresh inventory and exciting times that doesn't necessarily always happen. But before we get into that, I'd like to maybe set the tone with just talking a little bit more about your background, because your company has a really interesting family background of being in the business. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, the founder of Recreation World Inc. is my father, Donald McNamara, who passed away in 2017, actually on January 1st, 2017.
Wow.
So with that being said, we miss him very much. But prior to that, he was our chairman of the board, and he would work 4 or 5 hours a day, every day. But I was the CEO then, and he taught us all pretty much you have to work to earn your living. We never got anything. And I started in the industry washing RVs when I was a kid. Same thing with most of my brothers and sisters. My brother Joe got paid $2 a unit. I did better. I got 4, so I guess I was a better negotiator. But that's just another story. You did mention, though, after that our family dynamic is unique in that all 6 of us siblings are equal owners. Now, that makes the question, who's the boss, very difficult to know. However, we do follow our corporate structure in that I'm the CEO. So they respect me enough to let me be the boss. And all of them are a director of each of their own department. So what that means is they are professionals in their department, and all I do is direct the directors, which makes my job really easy because they know everything there is to know about each of their departments. And what that means, we have a service director, a parts director, admin director. So we have a sales director who's not family, and I'm the acting F&I finance director currently. But with that being said, it's a big team. We have a marketing director. We have a HR director and a CFO who handles all our books.
So I want to stay back in that childhood for a little bit longer. So what was it? I mean, you got $4 an RV. I mean, what was it like growing up around RVs all the time? Because there's some people that are watching this right now that maybe they've always been curious about like the RV lifestyle or other things. And to say you have the RV business running through your blood is an understatement. What was it like growing up around RVs?
Well, and that's exactly what I did. I did grow up around RVs. And prior to Recreation World, my father owned 4 RVs that we rented out. We rented them out in our house, and that was probably in 1972 or 3.
Wow.
And I remember washing those, and helping the customers when they come in to pick it up at our house, learn how to use it. And at the time, I must have been 10 years old. So with that being said, RVs are cool. But when the people would come back, I'd be excited for them and ask them what did you do? And let them start talking about their experience. And let me tell you something, that's what we do. And that's what we sell. And if we ever forget that, I think things will slow down. But the American people and the country, they want to go and do stuff. You don't want to just sit in your house. And an RV is a good way to do that, especially in this climate.
So there's also some people watching that are, they're starting businesses. We got a lot of entrepreneurs watching, a lot of executives, and now you've managed. Obviously, you have a corporate structure. You're running, 6 equal owners in a business and a family business. I think I've interviewed thousands of people. I think this might be the first time I've had this scenario. What kind of What kind of tips would you give to people out there that are maybe not obviously not as far along as you, but maybe they're just getting started in business, or they're just getting started as entrepreneurs and they're kind of really going down that path? Like, what kind of advice would you give them now that you've been in business for a long time?
If you can stay passionate about what you do, and if you truly believe in it, that's half of the battle to success. Uh, there's a lot of RV dealers, and
Mhm.
we try to do what we can to stay in the competitive area and be one of the few that are shopped. Uh, we do that through all of our digital efforts and advertising in the old school ways. But even better than that is we have some exclusive benefits to be purchasing from us, which actually adds to our brand. And if you can find that in any other things that you are considering doing, that brings the customers to you. And if you treat them right, they'll keep coming back. Uh, that's just ABC. You know, ABC is a business, and I'm excited every day I go to work. Uh, all of my employees, it feeds to them, and in tune feeds to the customers that come on our lots.
Hmm.
So
Let's talk a little
yeah,
bit more about about the culture side of things, because though I haven't visited your shop yet, which I absolutely will visit next time I'm in Florida, but though I haven't, I just noticed like there's a certain energy. Tell us a little bit more about that, your company culture, and like how you manage to keep everybody so fired up. Because I see some of the other people that are on your videos and other things, and I'm like, man, people, I don't believe that you're the only one happy to be there. I believe that the other people that work for you are also happy to be there. So tell us a little bit more about company culture and what that means to you.
basically we are a big family, dysfunctional at times, but we
A real
all love each
family.
other. Yeah, but that's the way it is. Again, when you work for a family business, that's the culture that you're in. Uh, we see each other more at work than we did at home, basically, because we work all the time. But it's it does have its own personal struggles with some egoism and jealousies and all that. But uh, when I when you walk in and you're positive and you talk to all your people and you generally care about what they're doing, that will add to a very positive culture. Uh, if you can get people to want to work for you more so than have to work for you, uh, then the whole job, my job gets easier and easier as the leader. Uh, I can't stress that enough. Uh, if you communicate and tell them what you expect, help them to attain that by training them and giving them all the tools,
Mhm.
then if you have to part ways, then it's usually it's a friendly thing. You know, hey, we tried. Good luck on whatever you do next time. You know, but
Mhm.
again, that's all again general, and I live it. That's what I
Mhm.
do. Even our customers feel that. I always get a hug sometimes from customers who purchase from us, and my motto is always wanted to be big enough to be competitive, which we are, but small enough to know almost everybody's name, and we
Mm.
do. So, I mean, it's all happy. What I hope you get into the RV business. I'm considering getting into some campgrounds because I think they're a little bit overcrowded now in
Mm.
Florida, especially. It's a year-round thing to do, and I think that's a great investment for the future for us too. Campgrounds.
So I want to pivot a bit, and now that we have a good idea of the company, where you come from, your ethics, and the amazing company culture that you have going on, let's get a little bit further into just the RV industry overall. So I understand, it's my understanding that the RV industry is booming right now. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it is booming uh, with some difficulties,
Mhm.
unbelievably. I think in October it was the second biggest delivery month
Mm.
in history in the RV industry. Uh, and that's during a pandemic, and that's during shortages. When I say
Mm.
shortages, we're having a heck of a time, just like our manufacturers are, in getting all the parts to put these RVs together and to fix them.
Mm.
I they're all COVID related. I mean, the factories that are building the RVs in Indiana, I believe,
Mhm.
they are mandated that if someone in the factory gets COVID, they have to shut down for 3 days,
Wow.
and so that means it's hard to keep an assembly line going. So all of those are struggles. Thank goodness when the pandemic first uh, hit, we as a company did not cancel all our orders like a lot of our competitors did. Being, we kept them going because we didn't know, and most of everything we had ordered was what I call on the backlog anyway, so they weren't on the assembly line yet. But so that means we're getting a steady influx of inventory where a lot of our competitors are not. Matter of fact, we have our own transportation company, so I have a fleet of trucks that we send up to Indiana and back to pick up our units. A lot of times 2 people in a truck because we can get a motor home and a trailer at once. But with that being said, it's just smart business. We're subletting too because we don't have enough. We have more units available to pick up than we have the ability to get. So that's a good thing. That means everything on our lots is very, very fresh. And the newest floor plans and all that are being introduced are coming every day. So make sure you check us out.
So let's go into the RV lifestyle overall, because there's some people watching this right now that maybe they've seen, obviously we've all seen RVs on the road. We've all kind of wondered. And for those that haven't maybe crossed over and really considered purchasing or renting or anything like that, I mean, tell me a little bit more about just the RV lifestyle overall and what that means to you.
That's a great question. I think the RV lifestyle itself is a community. In other words, if you're a new RVer, and even if you rented an RV and going on your first family RV trip, you pull into a campground, and it isn't out of the ordinary for the people around you to help you back it in and set it up. Number one, they'll help you. And next thing you know, you're grilling shrimp on the Barbie. You have new friends that are turn into lifelong friends. And again, that is in essence the RV lifestyle. It's a community. If you go to a resort hotel and somebody knocks on your door, you call security because you think you're about to get jacked up, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the RV business or industry at the campground, it's not rare for somebody to knock on your door and say, "Hey, can I see your RV?" Boom. You let them in. It's unbelievable. And then you walk around, show them, and then you say, "What you got?" And you go and look at theirs. It's community, it's great. I call it also a stress melter. So it's if you have your own RV, it's a way that it's sitting there ready to go whenever you are at a whim. You don't absolutely have to have reservations. You can go and you can dry camp or boondock, what I call that, and that's stay in even in a Walmart parking lot or in a rest stop area or anywhere really. You just pull it over and enjoy yourself. See the sights. That's what. That's totally different than a resort, where you're stuck in one place and you have to rely on, buses and all of that's a hassle.
YouTube video I watched you like arm to arm, and they're huge, like just so much space, beautiful. I was like, man, it's looks like a luxury apartment in there, a luxury condo. Pretty amazing stuff. So
you can get that feel even in a pop-up, so you don't have to spend hundreds of thousands to join the community, and you're not shunned. So a guy with that big Armada, tag axle, big diesel pusher, hundreds of thousands of dollars, next to a pop-up camper, you never know. They might get together and watch the game, whatever. That's what the community does. It's tailgating on steroids. Yeah.
I love that you bring that up, by the way, because like even like the pop-up you mentioned, like these like RVs are also affordable. So I think for people that also maybe haven't experienced the RV lifestyle, maybe they haven't even rented one and they've just always seen them and always wondered, there's maybe this myth that they maybe cost a little bit more than they have to. Can you tell us a little bit more about like how on the affordable side, not just the Armada, but like on the affordable side, like how it's really a good alternative for families that are looking to get together and looking to travel?
That's a fact. I talked about campgrounds or RV resorts. The nicest ones are, $60 a night for an actual resort with the same amenities. And I'm talking spa and major pools and all kinds of stuff to do activities out with. Number one, the resort hotels don't have, like, pitch and horseshoes or bocce ball or anything you can think of. They got it. Some of them even have their own golf courses on them. Some of them have, frisbee golf, whatever you can think of. They got pickleball. You don't see that at the resort hotels, but those are $200-300 a night. Everybody agree, if you, so Again, it's way more affordable. You cook your own meals, so you don't have to go out every meal, and you're together with your family, and everybody doesn't just go off in their own direction. It's family time. It's fun. It's stress-free. It's freedom. That's what it is.
So I saw you have a radio show also. So
Yeah.
RV Hour. So tying this into the RV lifestyle. I mean, first off, I know this show's been running for a while. So what made you start? Like, what was the motivation for starting this show? Let's start there.
Well, to be honest, I want to get the word out about the RV lifestyle itself. I try not to do it using my company, although that's just a benefit, and I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about it. But my poker buddies, for gosh sakes, most of them bought one from me, and we have one holdout who still hasn't, but he's very interested, and he keeps asking us, so what is that RV thing all about? So I just took what I've been trying to tell him, and I tell the audience every day, and hopefully that grows. But for now, I see a podcast probably coming, like you.
Tell me a little bit more about the format of the RV Hour, like about the show. Is it call in? Like, tell us a little bit more about that part.
Absolutely. It is Florida Man Network. It's 105.5 on the FM dial. And also they have an app, floridamanradio.com. They're on iHeartRadio. So those are all good ways that you can listen live. You can also call in, text in, which people do, and you can do the instant mic, on the app and be part of the show. It's just that easy. It's on Saturdays from 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern time.
I want to go into what makes a Giant Recreation World unique, because you have a lot of different things. You have VIP program, lifetime warranty. I mean, you have a lot of different things. So I want to go through each one of these and kind of build these out, because I think what you're doing is pretty unique in the industry, and it's just different. So maybe let's start with your VIP program, and let's start there.
All right. Well, the VIP Camping Club is a active camping club that we host. In other words, we all our members do is let us know what campouts they'd like to go on. They pay for the camping. We set it up. We also set up excursions that are related to that area or specific to that area. And we also I do a free catered meal one evening of that, to the members. Those are all benefits that they get. And also, it's been around for over 30 years now.
Wow.
So we have one family has 3 generations that go, that's pretty amazing to me. But it's a very, very tight knit community. And the only rules are you have to camp in an RV purchased from me to be able to go camping and be a part of that club. So that brands people to me. But we invest a lot of money and effort in making sure that people enjoy their RV. We go on 2 campouts every month. We also,
Wait a minute. Did you say every month?
Every month.
Wow, you're talking about a community. That's a community. I don't do 2 webinars every month or 2. You're doing 2 campouts. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it's been on hold due to the pandemic.
Of course.
Because it's a social gathering. But with that being said, we're starting it back up at our big rally coming up the end of this month, and it's the New Year's rally. So I'm real excited. It's been far too long, and even though we're going to try and social distance and all that, we're going to try and stay safe. But we are all chomping at the bit trying to get ready back. And I think we got about 800 customers going. Going to be very exciting. Yeah.
That's a big camp out, 800 people. That's amazing.
Right.
So the collision center, let's talk about that one.
Yeah. Well, all of our locations have a 70-foot paint booth that's air heated and cooled with all the proper equipment and safe everything. So we can actually do anything. We can paint them up like those big buses you see. If you want a paint job like that, we can do that. We can, all the paint and body you can think of, even some framework. So with that being said, we do it all. And all of our shops are certified RVDA repair centers. We're also certified insurance repair centers. And what that means is we have to guarantee our work for life. Again, another benefit.
Wow.
Talk about the VIP club again. I touched on that, and that's one of our biggest ones because our local customers really enjoy that. We try and go within 100 miles of each other of our stores so that it can be a weekend journey, and everybody, even working folk, can take advantage of it. We do have a lifetime warranty that we include with every new unit we sell, and any unit 2 years old or newer also comes with that. So that's added peace of mind with no extra cost to the customers. And they pay a lot of claims. Got to tell you, it's a really good deal. And there's no hooks or anything like that, other than you have to get your unit inspected every year per the owner's manual. And we do it basically for cost. So it also has helped us get better trades from our customers. So keeping them, make sure that they don't have any water intrusion or leaking, or all our appliances work safely. It's all good.
And so
we also are a top 50 RV dealer.
Wow.
That means we're voted by our peers, kind of like the awards for the movies. We're among the top 50. That means we promote the lifestyle better than most. We support homeless veterans. That's our dear charity that is based in Melbourne, Florida. A dear friend of mine who's since passed got us into that, and that we rescue 14, 15 homeless veterans every year.
Wow.
And get them on the right track. That's also, it's near and dear to us and our VIP club. They support that heavily too.
Tell me about the Priority Network.
The Priority Network is a way for us, only having 3 locations in Central Florida, to be able to offer our customers peace of mind, where if they're traveling outside of our area or out of state, and they have a problem that would come up that would keep them from using and enjoying their RV. Like if they're down here from up north in the summertime, it's 100 degrees and your air conditioner doesn't work. Well, that's pretty bad.
That's bad.
Hundreds of dealers across the country sign an agreement with each other, where if you mention that you're a Priority Network customer, we treat you like you're just bought from us, and they do the same for our customers, and so on. So those kind of issues can get in our shops, of which are a month out before the first appointment. We'll shove them in and get them in and out so they can enjoy their vacation. That's how we compete. That's how we, as a small guy, get to be like a big guy. Yeah.
So you have, what doesn't RV, what don't you have over there? Because I'll say you have the lifetime warranty, you have the VIP program. You're going camping, obviously, when things are back to normal, multiple times a month. What don't you have over there, Larry?
Hey, we have it. Like I said, we have it all, just because we enjoy the lifestyle so much. The RV Hour radio show that I do is one way of me telling novices all about the lifestyle. And if you're interested, go to our website. It's giantrecreationworld.com and click on the RV Hour icon. It'll show you how you can listen live. It'll show you how you can be part of it. And also, I'm going to be doing a podcast, so you can watch all those episodes as we go on. I had said earlier that we're almost like we would make a great reality TV show, being the fact that we're a family business, and all those little issues that come into play would be good TV. So, hey, we're going to put it on there and see what happens.
Oh man, I can't wait to see this. 6 generations, all equal owners. The tagline on that one, family business. Come on.
Oh yeah, it'll be like the Tuttles all over again.
So Larry, you have a lot going on over there. I know there's a lot of people watching this right now that are excited. They want to learn more about RVing, the RV lifestyle. First off, if somebody wants more information on Giant Recreation World and they just want to connect and check out the vehicles, what's the best way for them to do that?
By far, our website is the easiest way. That's www.giantrecreationworld.com. Don't click on the ad one because that costs me money, but hey, I'm kidding. You're welcome. Now, it has all kinds of exciting things, and it's very interactive. Good looking website. It's brand new. We're proud of ourselves for getting it started on the 1st of December, and it's been generating results already. So it's very impressive.
Fantastic. And tell us about those showrooms. So I know you have a couple of showrooms, and tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, heck yeah. If you're in the Central Florida area, we have 3 locations, and all of which have indoor showrooms with RVs on display to where even if it's cold, hot, rainy, or what, rain or shine, you can see and check out all the RVs. Our parts departments are fully stocked and full of all kinds of cool knickknacks. Our service departments are open for you to check us what we do out, in the shop areas. With our big paint booths and all the body work we do. It's amazing.
And we
3
mentioned this.
locations, like I said, they're all within an hour of each other in distance. To the north, Central Florida is our Daytona or Ormond Beach location. South, down I-95, is our Palm Bay location. And then in Central Florida, just west of Orlando is Winter Garden, right on Highway 50. They're all awesome locations. Our Palm Bay store is over 26 acres. So,
Wow.
just for information, they're huge, and bigger is better. Like, if you go to our YouTube, you'd see some of those.
What's that YouTube channel again? What's that YouTube channel? Because I want people to see that, because that bigger is better rock video that you have. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, classic.
Giant
I watched it at
Recreation
least
World.
3 times.
Yeah, Giant Recreation World. You can see a lot of the videos that I've been doing, and we're growing that every week too. So it's very exciting. Very exciting stuff happening at Giant Recreation World.
And our RV hour, I know we mentioned it earlier, but I know some people didn't have time to get a pen or, get out their info. So what's the best way for people to watch RV hour or to listen to it?
Again, through our website, just click on the RV Hour icon. It's prevalent, and it'll show you how you can get to the live stream it. You can look at taped episodes, whatever you need to do. It's all available. And the show is at Saturdays at 11 for 10 to 11. And you can use our website to facilitate any way you want to watch it. iHeartRadio, all kinds of links available for you there.
And the hashtag everybody loves Larry. Come on. As soon as I get off this line, I'm gonna tweet hashtag everybody loves Larry, because I think it's awesome. That's the hashtag that you run across all different platforms, so people can check out your work, check out what's going on. How'd you come up with this? I call it a movement, because it's not just a little hashtag. You really have a movement around you. I'm like, everybody does love Larry.
We need more of that in the world, don't we? Everybody loves Larry, and Larry loves everybody too. That's part of my my intercompany memos all the time. And you get what you give, and if you give love, you get it. So everybody, follow my lead, but don't take my hashtag. Everybody loves Larry.
Fantastic. Well, I think we'll end it on that note. So hashtag everybody does love Larry. And Larry, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your family background and really growing up in the RV industry. And I mean, just the things that you're doing, especially during this whole lockdown or pandemic time. And we're recording this in 2020 for everybody that may be watching this in the future. And during this time, it's been some hard times for the country and the world. And the fact that Larry and his team have been out there really as essential services and as an essential part of the whole RV business, just amazing thing. And that they're still working and providing all the things that need to be done, whether it's the mask, the sanitizers, all the things to keep people safe, so that people can still come down and really check out the vehicles and still bond with their families and do it all safely. So I think it's an amazing thing and a great service that you're providing over there, Larry. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had fun listening. We had fun making this for you. And don't forget, if you're a first-time listener or viewer, hit that subscribe button. We want you to come back, have some more great guests coming up for you. And Larry, thanks again for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Major pleasure here and an honor. And happy holidays, everybody.